what extent are Americans' financial situations motivating you to make a deal?
Not even a little bit. The only thing that matters when I'm talking about Iran, they can't have a nuclear weapon. I don't think about Americans' financial situation. I don't think about anybody. I think about one thing. We cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. That's all.
King of the United Kingdom has officially announced the rollout of digital ID.
My ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID that will modernize how citizens interact with public services.
The King of the Commonwealth himself is now backing the digital identification system that many warned was coming for years. And if it's happening in the UK, it's only a matter of time before it comes to Australia, Canada, and the rest of the Commonwealth nations. This is no longer a conspiracy theory. This is real. This is happening right now. Digital ID, AI surveillance, face tracking cameras, mass data collection, 4K monitoring systems. The dystopian future people laughed about is now being built in front of our very eyes. Governments around the world are moving towards a system where your identity, movement, finances, and online access become increasingly centralized and monitored. This is massive news. Share this video far and wide. People need to understand what is coming. God bless the world.
Shalom. Shalom, Israel. Before this starts, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahak, Wadash. I want to give double homage to the apostles of the great millstone who rule well and teach well, the only one certified to teach the 100% truth of the Bible. A sincere shalom to the Akim out there pushing out this word in truth and sincerity, and a sincere shalom to the Aquath out there who are learning in silence. This is your fellow servant, Bayan from the GMS Orlando camp. I'm back to edify through the Spirit. Just going on some various topics of what's happening in the day. All right, there's a whole lot that's springing up. Okay, and as of right now, I just wanted to bring this out real quick. This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Okay, and there's a couple brothers' videos going out right now who are seeing a whole lot of videos of Edomites crashing out. You know, this crash out culture is coming through. As you saw in the first clip, not even just the first clip, like both clips. Well, in the first clip, you see why they're crashing out. In the second clip, you get to see part of their reaction to crashing out. But yeah, this leader, you know, the so-called leader, you know, these Edomites truly believe that Trump is actually in full control here, but really he's just a puppet to the elites out there, you know. The chief house of Amalek, all right, which the chief house of Esau, Edom, which is Amalek. You go into the so-called white man, the banking elites, okay? So these demons, they're finally, you know, brought down to the bases of men. They can't pay their bills, you know, and they have official confirmation from their own leader that he himself doesn't even care about their plights. Okay, they're in a situation of which their financials are plummeting. Their comfortability is downward spiraling. Okay, now for us, we absolutely love this because the Wadi Al-Bashir, this means that we're closer to the kingdom. Okay. So let it happen. I just want to make a couple points because also in the video, what's his name? I'm terrible with names. Bokashar, forgive me. The king of the UK, you know, he ain't the real king or whatnot. King Charles, you know, he's willing to bring out that digital ID system, you know. And we've been seeing more and more of these instances where the scriptures are just jumping off the pages, you know. The apostles and bishops and elders on down from GMS have been declaring this as soon as they got wind of it, you know, through the scriptures. Just want to grab this real quick. Habakkuk 2, verse 2. And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And that day is going into that dreadful day, being Jacob's trouble, but also the mark of the beast being implemented and mandated. We're getting closer to that. And the day of Yahweh Bashim El Shai. Because once these prophecies start kicking off, it's going to jump into full gear, and it's going to be one after another, you know? So in this time, it is imperative to be paying attention to the right thing, you know? And if you're not focused on prophecy, you're going to be lost, you know? That's why in Proverbs 1:22, I'll grab that real quick. All right, in Proverbs 1:22, it says, "How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge." And that knowledge is going to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that comes through the scriptures. "Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you." That's the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai giving them the warning through his servants, the prophets. Okay? "I will make known my words unto you." Okay, just like we break down these scriptures. "Because I have called and ye have refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regardeth." Right? These are those who watch these video epistles and they just, this ain't nothing. Or they come to the camps and they talk a lot of crap. Or they find one of the brothers' pages on social media and they start bad-mouthing them, or whatever the case may be. That is your opportunity to inquire. Okay? That's the whole reason why we do this. It would be for nothing if it was for man's work, but this is what the Lord told us to do, to go on the highways and byways and to make these epistles in so much that they can go out to the four corners of the earth, you know, like the internet scripture, which is it Psalm 19 or Isaiah 19? I know it's one of them, but I always... Psalms 19. Yeah. "To the chief musician, a psalm of David. The heavens declare the glory of the heavenly Father, and the firmament showeth his handiwork." Okay? The heavens declare. All right? So let's keep reading. "Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge." So that means 24 hours a day. It doesn't matter when. This word goes out into the sky, in the firmament, in the heavens. All right, just like a internet signal goes out. You know, how does it work? It takes the signal beam here. It goes to the nearest electronic telecommunications center, and it sends it to a satellite going into the heavens, going into the firmament, and then it comes back down into another place and receives it in that same way. And that's how you receive these things. All right. Verse 3, "There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard, and their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. And then he hath set a tabernacle for the sun." All right. So that's this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding being able to reach everyone. Instead of us having to go in person, we make the video epistles, and the algorithm, which Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is in full control of, will bring these videos to who needs it at that given time, whether it be a short, whether it be a post, whether it be a full video, a live stream, it doesn't matter. Okay. But that's getting a little bit off topic. But the point is that it's all of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's will, and this is all of his word from that the apostles and elders and bishops of GMS have been breaking down since the jump, since they got on the scene. Okay. All right. So coming into these terrible times, this digital ID system is the first step into really implementing the MOTB system here, you know, the charagma, you know, as it refers to in Revelation 13:16. "He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in his left hand or in his forehead." All right. Right now, this is the proving grounds of just the, like you said, that they're gonna find it very hard to operate in society socially. Let me see what he said one more time. He said, my ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID that will modernize how citizens interact with public services. All right. So just like how China has theirs set up, if you say something against the CCP, you go from a green to a yellow to a red type of system where you speak out against the government, you lose basically like your credit score now, but it's going to be a social credit score. Good servants and whatnot get the most amount of universal basic income. Oh, you spoke out against us, you jaywalked, you didn't pay your taxes on time, came across a red light, whatever, and didn't go, whatever that is, all right? That's going to be the light stuff, but they're really looking for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's men, all right, the elect. That's who they're really looking for, because getting that mark means you're done, all right? That means that you have chosen who your God is, okay? Because just like how, I believe it's in Revelation 7, all right, the elect, Revelation 7 and verse 2, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God, and he cried with a loud voice unto the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. Okay? So that's the mark of the law, the exempt. Those who are actually going to not take this chip and make it through, whether they are beamed up in chariots or they honor Yahweh Shem Yahushai until death. Okay? But this devil is going to get 2/3 of our people. All right? That's in what, 1 Thessalonians? It's a lot, Kev. Bear with me. Yeah, 2/3 there. Zechariah 13 and 8. That's what I was looking for. Bear with me, Bible Shah. Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. All right. So those 2/3, they're not going to take heed unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They're going to take that mark. All right. Which is the RFID micro C-hip, all right? Okay? The digital chip that goes inside your left hand or your forehead, okay? Whether it be the Neuralink or whatever brand, all right? Neuralink is basically going to be the Jordans of the Beast system, okay? And then you got Apple that's going to come out with theirs. There's going to be a whole lot of different brands or whatnot. It doesn't matter about the specific brand. It matters about it being the thing that allows you to buy and or sell, as the scriptures say. All right, that's the whole purpose of it. Okay, and this is what they're implementing now. All right, not only that, but their technocracy that, brothers have been paying attention to. The flock cameras that are out here that are constantly reporting you to nearby police. Whether you are speeding or not, it reads your license plate. It reads if you have unpaid red light tickets or whatnot, parking tickets, all of these things. And it reports you to a nearest patrolling officer, okay? And there's that. They have these new data centers that they're putting out that are astronomically huge, all right? These data centers that are 5 times bigger than some of the biggest data centers that they have out now. If I find the clip of it, I'll put it in here as well. I don't want to let this all out. Hashem Yahshua allows me to find it. But this is the world that this devil wants, okay? Because as he has tried to make it work in this way, it can't work. The money is fake. The food is fake. The earth is not yielding its full strength to him. So he's got to make it digital in order for it to be beneficial to him. Okay? But 2/3 of our people are going to fall away. and trust in this devil instead of trusting in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay? Verse 9, Zechariah 13, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried, and they shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my God. Okay? Now, there's a reason why it doesn't say the 2/3 will do the same. All right? Because the actions, the place of where they're going to fall is because of their own actions. And the place of where the elect is going to rise is because of their own actions. Okay? Now, I just wanted to go ahead and grab a couple more things. All right? Because we're going to, this is going to be back-to-back calamity. All right? It's not going to be an easy thing to go through. All right? Only the elect could go through this and come out on top. Okay? Let me just read this real quick. 2 Ezra 16-17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great death. And the beginnings of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. All right, and you just got this cruise ship for the past couple of days that's come through, and this Hunter virus, I'm going to call it. This Hunter virus, all right, which is acting like a previous contender from 2020, but with a stronger mortality rate, all right? The previous one had a mortality rate of around 10%. This one's got one from 40 to 50%, okay? And it goes not just from fecal matter of rats, but it goes from person to person, a new strain, okay? And now all these people that were on this ship, they're spreading all around. But this is a part of the devil's plan, okay? This devil's plan, Esau Edom, to engage in a polycrisis of which that you're going to feel that the best thing for you to do is to trust in this devil, okay? There's going to be, like it says, I believe that's Matthew 10. Let me grab it real quick. Not Matthew 10, it's live. Matthew 26, Salakia. Oh. Salat, Matthew 13. Here we go. All right. Let's start at verse 5. And Yahushua answered, verse 4. Tell us when these things shall be, and what shall be the sign when all these things shall be fulfilled. And Yahushua answering them began to say, Take heed lest any man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must need be, but the end shall not be yet. Okay? So, we have this ongoing war with Iraq right now, and Iran, Salakia, and with the is not real, okay? Then you got China and Russia, who are ready to step in arms at any given moment to assist Iran, and Iran is talking cash shit. So you got World War III, you got a new plague, all right? You got AI, you got the, what did the apostle call it? The fourth industrial revolution, all right? The technical arms race. Oh, and I saw something earlier. I just remembered. Wow. U.S. just approved Chinese companies to buy NVIDIA chips. I'm going to go into that. Okay, there's a whole lot more. It's a lot here. Bear with me. You know, that's why Apostle Tahar has been saying, you miss a day, you miss a lot. There's a whole lot going on all at once. Let me see if I can find this one thing I was talking about just a second ago. Shot. Yeah. Google, let me look at this. The Google Threat Intelligence Group has detected the first known instance of a threat actor using an AI-developed zero-day exploit in the wild. While the attackers planned a wide-scale strike, our proactive counter-discovery may have prevented that from happening. All right? So basically, they have systems that are trying to create backdoors into security systems, and then they have another system that is looking for what a backdoor would look like to counteract them. All right, so you have this new technological arms race going on of who has the better equipment to hack and protect itself on a fly, you know. And there's a whole thing about it. There's a whole big thing about it. I'm gonna put that in the chat too, because that's fire. I'm going to read a little bit of it. You know, yeah, I'll read it. Google just published the most terrifying cybersecurity report ever. AI is now writing exploits, operating phones, hiding malware, and launching attacks with almost zero human involvement. Google's Threat Intelligence Group just published the most alarming cybersecurity report in years. A cybercrime group used an AI to discover a zero-day vulnerability in a popular system administration tool. The AI found a flaw that human security experts and every automated scanner had completely missed. They were about to use it for mass ransomware deployment. Google caught it just in time. But here's what's terrifying about the exploit itself. Traditional scanners look for crashes, memory errors, bad code. This AI found something completely different, a logic flaw. The code was technically perfect, no bugs, no crashes. It did exactly what the developer wrote. The problem was the developer's assumption was wrong. And the AI figured that out by understanding the intent of the code, not just the syntax. No human auditor caught it. No automated tool caught it. The AI understood what the code was supposed to do and found where reality didn't match. You have AI now being able to become, you know, not necessarily alive, but reach a certain level of self-awareness, okay? And this is how it's going to be automated to run itself, okay? This technocracy is going to pay attention to you at all times, you know, because this devil wants to be like the Most High, who has eyes out there, who the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun and are in all places, roughly paraphrasing. And this devil, he wants to be like that. And this is the way that he does that with AI, okay? AI is going to be the thing that can no longer just run scripts and commands, but actually find actual legitimate intent behind things. Reading personnel, they have so much data to go off of, and these data centers are getting bigger, and the chips are getting smaller and more potent. All right, they have, I think, literally in my iPhone 15 Pro Max, it has I think the chip in it has 16 billion. What's the word? Not neurotransmitters. That's not it. I forget the word. I think it's just transmitters. It's 16 billion transmitters. That means individually it's a switch. A transmitter is like a switch. It's like open or close. And it all functions in how decisions are made within technology. Everything that has the ability to compute something has a chip that has transistors in it to make yes or no decisions at any given time. Whether it's your TV, your phone, You know, everything, speakers, microwave, all this, they all come with that type of technology. But they're not nearly as advanced as the phones, okay? But this is what the devil's going to rely on. And he's going to give it to you as an ease of access. Oh, no. You left your wallet at home? Good thing you got Apple Pay. Good thing you got Samsung Pay. Good thing you got Google Pay. Oh, you left your phone? Good thing you got that chip, because you don't need to hold on to that. Oh, you left your wallet? You don't have your passport? You don't remember what job you had, whatever ago? Oh, you went blind? Well, guess what? With this technology, you can use this. You can use your phone camera as a means to replace eyesight. You know, all these things are going to be made available through this, okay? But it's going to be the end of whoever takes it, you know? It doesn't even, the heathens don't even matter at this point. It's just Jake that matters, okay? That's why the scriptures say 2/3 of them shall fall away, going into the 12 tribes of Israel. It has nothing to do with any of the other heathens. It's always been about Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and his people and his enemy. And that's it. These are the two main characters, Jacob and Esau. And we can't wait for this devil to come with it, all right? Let me see, is there anything else I wanted to come? But yeah, that's just what I wanted to bring out. Just blowing the trumpet on this, okay? I don't want to desire you were edified, the Lord willing, you know? Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. So, Shalom, Yasharallah. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rahakadash. And give double honor to the apostles of the great millstone who rule well and teach well. We're only one certified to teach 100% truth of the Bible, the pillars of Israel, whether you can receive it or not. And a sincere shalom to the Akim out there pushing out this word in truth and sincerity. And a sincere shalom to the Akwath out there who are learning in silence. All right? Shalom, Yasharallah.